Hi friends, welcome back to a new video on Java series. In this video, let's discuss about methods or functions in Java programming language. So I'll show you how you can write a method of function in Java and what is the format that you need to follow while writing the function. So let me just create a class, new class. Let me just give some name method. Okay, and we got the class created, and as you can see, we have seen in our previous videos, we used to call any method, or we used to run the start the execution with the main method, right? So main method, we can write it in this way by writing main with a control space. It's a shortcut, right? So this main method, public static void, this is also a method. It's also a function in Java, right? That's a default method, public static void main. But we will be having a separate video to discuss only about main method. So let's not worry about this now. I'll show you the other simple methods in Java, how to write a simple method. Okay. So to write a simple method, first you have to give an access modifier. Access modifier, we have different access modifiers in Java: public, protected, default, and private. Public means it will be available to all classes in your uh, Java project. That method will be available to all the project. Private will be available only to this particular class, but again don't worry about it. We will be having a different video, separate video to discuss about the access modifiers. But now just understand, you have to give any modifier. You can give anything, okay? It's not just have to be public. You can give any access modifier according to your requirement. So for now I'm giving public only. Now you should give the return type of the method. The return type means if your method is returning something, you have to give the return type. If your method is not returning anything, you can just give void, public void. Now you have to give your method name only. Let me just give print, okay, any method name, report print, and then put a left and right brackets, and then two curly left and right curly braces. So this is the format how we can write a simple method in Java. Now you know how to print out a line using system.out.println, right? So we can print something in this is my first method, right? So your method, you have written your first method, public void print. First you have to give the access modifier, then you have to give the return type, then the method name, and inside that you can give your method body. It can be anything, whatever you want to write, you can write in this method body. So public void print. Now in order to run this, as you know, as we discussed, every program execution will begin from the main method only. So in order to call this method, it's a method, we have to create the object of this class, and then only we can call this print, right? So we already discussed about objects and classes in our previous video, right? So how to create the object of the class? We can create the object of the class by writing like this: method new, this class name is method, and the type is of method only, and object reference name can be anything. You can give any other name. It need not to be method only, you can give any name. So we created the object of this class, the same class. So object of this class can be created in the same class only in the main method, okay? It's not an issue. And now you can call method dot, we will get the print function. Now let's print out this. We'll just run it, method dot java. So we got, this is my first method. Now let's say I want to print some integer value. int age equal to 23, and I want to print the age value. So the age value is to give, we can write print like this, right? We can give a string to be shown in our output, and you can put a plus sign, and then you can give your variable name method java. You will get age value was 23. But again, like this is not returning anything. Let's say we want to return this value to this method name. That is, I want to return the age value to the method name, and I want to take that up in this main method. How to achieve that? So for that, you can return any value to the method using the return statement. This is the return statement. You can return age value. This is age. Okay. So when you return, it is actually showing the compilation error. Change method return type to int. Since it is returning something, we cannot no more use void, because it is returning something, right? Now we have to give the return type. So the return type can be anything. Anything in the sense, it is based on the variable that you return. Since you are returning age variable and age is of type int, right? So the same return type you should put it here. So if it is of some other type, like if it is boolean, you have to give boolean. If it is some other type character, you can give character over here. So it's based on the data type that you are returning to your method. If you're calling this function again, still you will get age value printed, because we are using system.out.println. But since this method.print is returning something, actually you can store the same thing over here. So int age equal to method.print. Again, the age variable can be anything. You can give any other name, and from here as well you can print out the file. So this line, what we can do, or let it be this one only. The returned value is age. This variable. Or to avoid confusion, let me just give some other variable, returned age. Okay, now let's print out. See, we got age value is 23. The returned value was 23. So this way, this is another format that how you can write the method. If your method is returning something, we can give the return type in the center. Okay, not you cannot put any void. If your method is not returning, you can give void. If your method is returning something, you can give the corresponding data type over here. Now let's say you want to so here you are actually hard coding the age value, right? You're hard coding age equal to 23, but instead what you want to pass the parameter age equal to 23 to this function from the main method only. So for that, what you can do, you can when you say, okay, I'm passing the age variable or age value from other method to this method, print method, it should accept it, right? So in order to accept it, what you can do, you can give some variable name. So this is the let me just give int number. Okay, I'm giving a variable name because age is of data type int. So this is so we are accepting the variable with a int type. And here you can give any name. Okay, any name, it can be age also. Okay, so I just give number for now, and now we can remove it. We don't have to write it in here. So now suppose assume this number field is holding our age value, so we can use that variable now, return number. Okay, and what about this number? So here you can see a compilation error, because this function is actually accepting some parameter. It can be called parameter or it can be called as arguments. Okay, so this function is accepting an argument, and this argument should be passed from this main method. Main method in this sense, from the location wherever the print method is called, you have to pass it from that place. Okay, so we are calling this print function from the main method, so we have to pass it here. We can pass some value. Let me give 2 now. Well, run it again. Each value is 2, the returned value is 2. Okay, and similarly if you are performing some function, I'm doing sum operation. Okay, I want to do a sum operation with the two numbers, so we have to pass two numbers. So what to do, we have to give we have to pass two numbers, so it should accept two arguments. So we can give it like this, in num1 and then in num2. And let me just perform the sum of these two numbers. We can perform the sum by using like this, num1 plus num2, and I want to return the sum. Let me just sum is, and we can give sum. Here also the returned value is this one, and here we need to pass two parameter, 2 and 3, and here we are expecting 5, right? Yes, we are expecting 5, we got 5. So we pass two parameters from here, 2 comma 3. So you can pass how many other parameters you want by just putting a comma, and here it should accept. And we are performing the sum operation by using this field names num1 and num2, because num1 is holding the value of 2, num2 is holding the value of 3. So 3 plus 2, 5, and sum we have printing it in this line. Also we are returning the sum value to this function, and this function is being called from here, and it is the returned value is being stored in this returned age parameter, returned age variable, and the returned age is getting printed in this particular line. Okay, so this is how you can write a function. This is how you can return a parameter to the function, and also pass the parameter to the function, and pass the multiple parameters to the function. And this is all about the integer data type, right? So in the similar way you can work with any other data type. Okay, so we have other data types like string, boolean, character, anything, right? So for string, string is a, we in our initial video I already discussed, string is a non-primitive data type, for which we will have a separate video. Okay, and so if it is a string, similar way, instead of int you need to put string. Okay, and here instead of this you have to pass string. So in that way the format would change, since this is a string, you cannot add sum up like this, so that is why it is showing compilation. Don't be worried about that. So this is how you can pass any other data type. So based on the data type, the format will change. Format in the sense, if it is a string, you have to put it in a code. So let's say if it is a boolean, so it will be either true or false, like this. Okay, so I hope you got an idea about how to write a basic function or method in Java. Okay, so I hope you have liked this video. If you have liked it, please don't forget to click the like button. Also, please do subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thanks for watching. Bye. Thank you.